Welcome, listeners, to a chapter drawn from the annals of history, where power, piety, and profound scandal intertwined, sealing the fate of an empire. We journey back to the twilight years of Imperial Russia, to a name that still whispers through the ages, shrouded in myth and infamy: Grigory Rasputin. A Siberian peasant, a self-proclaimed holy man, he would become an almost supernatural figure, his piercing eyes and unkempt beard etched into the public consciousness. Was he a spiritual healer, a cunning charlatan, or something far more sinister? His story isn't just a personal saga. It's a chilling prologue to one of history's most cataclysmic events: the fall of the Romanov dynasty and the dawn of the Russian Revolution. Tonight, we unravel the dark legacy of the man they called the Mad Monk. Rasputin's entry into the imperial family's inner circle was not through noble birth or academic achievement, but through a deeply personal, desperate plea. The Tsarevich, young Alexei, heir to the Russian throne, suffered from hemophilia, a condition that often led to agonizing, life-threatening bleeds. Modern historians debate his methods, suggesting his calming presence or even advice to discontinue aspirin might have provided temporary relief. But to the anxious Tsarina Alexandra, Rasputin's interventions seemed nothing short of miraculous. This profound, almost obsessive dependence on him, particularly by the Tsarina, solidified his position at court. But as his influence grew, so did the whispers of his debauched lifestyle. Heavy drinking, visits to brothels, and alleged sexual exploits, which began to chip away at the very foundations of imperial authority. The contrast between Rasputin's self-proclaimed piety and his undeniably eccentric, often scandalous behavior was stark and damning. Rumors of his licentious activities, while perhaps exaggerated by his enemies, spread like wildfire, painting him as a sex-crazed maniac and a dangerous fraud. These salacious stories severely tarnished the Romanovs' reputation, making them appear detached and easily manipulated. The public, and even the aristocracy, watched in horror as political cartoons depicted Rasputin as a puppet master, pulling the strings of the Tsar and Tsarina. His political sway reached its peak during World War I, when Tsar Nicholas II left for the front, entrusting state affairs to Alexandra. During this period, Rasputin advised the Tsarina on crucial ministerial appointments, leading to a rapid succession of incompetent officials and further destabilizing an already tottering government. The resentment simmered, then boiled. By late 1916, Rasputin had become an unbearable symbol of Russia's woes and the monarchy's decline. A desperate group of conservative noblemen, convinced his removal was the only way to save the Romanovs, plotted his assassination. In December 1916, he was lured to a palace, poisoned, shot, and eventually drowned. Their drastic act, intended to restore prestige, achieved the opposite. Instead of saving the empire, Rasputin's violent end merely underscored the deep-seated corruption and fragility within the Tsarist regime. Months later, in March 1917, Tsar Nicholas II abdicated, and the Romanov dynasty, once mighty, collapsed. While not the sole cause, Rasputin's scandalous presence and perceived control played a significant role in discrediting the government and precipitating the revolution. Over a century on, the Mad Monk remains an enigmatic, captivating figure, a chilling testament to how one controversial man can become fatefully intertwined with the destiny of an entire nation.